I'm very excited about this opportunity. And I never thought I was going to be excited about another multi-level opportunity. I'll just tell you that right up front. Okay? And there's things I want to cover, because when I get done tonight, I hope I give you enough information to make a decision for those taking a look at the opportunity for the first time. I am going to cover 4 things. I'm going to cover multi-level first and foremost. I'm going to talk about both the good and the bad of multi-level. Okay? Then I'm going to talk about the credibility of Xzotto, because that's very important to me when I first started. I'm sure it's important to you. Third, I'm going to talk about if you can get through those 2 things and you're kind of excited about the opportunity, I'm going to talk about the reason why we're all here, and that's the money you can make with Xzotto. And then finally, and probably the most exciting part, we'll talk about timing. Because everybody knows it's good to be at the right place at the right time. And I'm going to show you, by joining Xzotto now, you are definitely at the right place at the right time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about multi-level. Okay, because we all multi-level. Guys, we all do it. If you're in any kind of business, right, you want to do as good as you can do, the best job you can do, so that other people tell other people to buy your services. Is that true?
Yes.
It's the truth, right? That's what we do. We all multi-level. But for multi-level companies, the reason why there's been a lot of negative connotation tied to it is oftentimes they've used products or services that people don't normally buy, right? And they get representatives to go out and try to convince their family and friends to buy a product that they maybe do or do not want. Agreed?
Agreed, yes.
How many people in the room had people call them to try to convince them to buy something they really didn't want to buy? Raise your hand. And here's a tougher question. How many people in the room were the ones calling other people to buy those products, right? It's not comfortable. It's just not comfortable, right? So that's how multi-level. Now these are great products, but folks, this is just trying to get people to do something they maybe didn't want to do in the first place. That's one of the things I did not like about multi-level. Okay, I didn't want to try to bug my friends and family to buy something that they didn't want to buy. So when a friend of mine called me to do multi-level again, I was about ready to tell him no until he told me it was tied to the lottery. See, what I see in Xzotto is something completely different. If you came tonight thinking you're going to leave with any type of products or anything, you're not. I'm sorry to disappoint you. If you're watching the video tonight, there'll be nothing shipped to you at all. There's nothing. In Xzotto, if you decide to do Xzotto, you will sell nothing. I got involved with Xzotto. I subscribed to a software that tracks all my lottery winnings. That's what it does for me. Tracks my group, tracks the numbers they play, tracks if they win, and tells me how much I win. That's what the Xzotto software is, and that's it. All I do from that point in time is tell other people and show other people how to do what I just did. That's all we do in Xzotto. So number 1, if you thought, I don't want to do network marketing because I'm tired of selling products, I'm tired of having products in my garage, right, that are stacking up, right? People understand that? You will not have to do that in Xzotto. There is no products at first. I love that about Xzotto. Number 2, with many multi-levels, the cost is a big hurdle to a lot of folks, especially now. Are we not going through one of the biggest economic downtimes we've had since the Great Depression?
Yes, we are.
And what's amazing to me is most people will want to get involved in a network marketing company, not necessarily folks to make thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, we have some big vision people, but most people start multi-level companies to make a couple $100s a month. Is that true?
Yeah.
It is true. But in many multi-level companies, it'll cost you a few $100s to get started, and then a couple $100s a month, right? People will tell them, just get involved. You can make a couple $100s a month. I'm thinking, I know how you can make it. Just don't get started in that company, right? I mean, if it's going to cost you a couple $100s a month, well, why get started if that's what you're looking to do? In Xzotto, we eliminate that hurdle. If you decide that this is a good plan for you, it's going to cost you $55 to get started, and that's it. It will cost you after that $25 a month for your subscription. And if you're going to play the lottery, they require you to buy at least a minimum 8 lottery tickets a month for a total of $33 a month, and that's it. That's all you're going to have to renew month after month. And I'm going to show you how quickly you can get that back. Okay? So number 1, there's no products, no services. And number 2, the cost is very low to get in and to stay in. Is that good?
Yeah,
that's very good. Now I want to talk about the number 3, hurdle. Reason why most people do not like network marketing, and it is the one that I cannot stand the most. And that is, if you're going to build this, for those people that have done multi-level before, you work hard, you come to meetings, you come to trainings, you call the people, you get people involved, you get them going, and then they quit. You work hard, and then they quit. Is it the truth?
Yeah.
For anybody that's done a multi-level part, is that the most frustrating thing? You get somebody to a meeting, they get excited, they're going to talk to everyone, right? They go home, they call you 2 days later and say, I called everyone I know, and both of them told me they don't want to buy anything themselves, right? And they quit. They'll have a dream again, right? They'll think, oh wow, this is really going to help me and my family, right? 3 days, they're out. That's it. And that's frustrating to me. Because people think if I don't have anyone in my group, I'm going to quit. And they build it, they try it for a little bit, next thing you know they quit because the people that they got involved aren't doing it either. Let me tell you what Xzotto really is. And let me explain this. Xzotto is not the idea of asking someone, do you play the lottery? Because many people do not play the lottery. What Xzotto is, guys, is a giant office pool lottery. That's what it is. It's not just a matter of someone going out and buying a lottery ticket. Think of it this way. Tonight's lottery, right, or tomorrow night's lottery is going to be what? Over $200 million. Now, there's a lot of people that will not go out to the convenience store and buy a lottery ticket. Still yet. $200 million, but they won't go buy a lottery ticket. But let's say we all worked in an office, right? Many of you would have gone out and bought your ticket already. I know that. But many of you never even crossed your mind to go out and buy a lottery ticket. But if I said to you, hey, lottery's $200-something million. We're all going to throw in $5, so start throwing them in, right? Now let's say you never even played the lottery. Who's not throwing in? Everybody's going to throw in that $5, right? Yeah. Why?
Fear of loss, miss out.
They don't want to miss out. Fear of loss drives Americans, does it not? The fear of loss. So if everybody's doing it, I want in. Because they don't want to be the only one come Monday morning, right, that's still sitting there at the office as everybody else is cashed out. Is it the truth?
Yeah.
Folks, is that the truth? That's why people play office lottery, is they want to be part of a bigger thing. They want to increase their chances to win. They don't think that with the one ticket they can win, but they think, hey, if we pool it together, right? Well, who could pull a big group right now? If you were really good in your office, could you pull a group of maybe 20? Maybe 40? Possibly maybe 50 people playing? Xzotto is going to give you the opportunity to pool thousands and hundreds of thousands of people in your lottery pool. That's what Xzotto is. But even if you don't have a big group, I tell people, even with a group as small as 10 people, that's it. They're not going to quit. They're not going to. Because I'm going to show you with just 10 people that it covers all their costs. There'd be no reason to quit, right? And here's the other reason why they will not quit. Because they don't want to get this phone call from me that goes something like this. Linda, are you sitting down? You need to sit down. Because remember that thing, Xzotto, that you started, those few people you got started? Well, they just went out and got a couple. But one of them won the lottery last night. Your 5% commission would have been over $1 million. Even with a small group, people will not quit because they know that their people are not buying a product, folks. They're buying lottery tickets. And lightning can strike, right? Lightning can strike. And someone in your group might win the lottery. That's why people are going to get in. If you give them no reason to quit, if it's no cost to them, if there's no out-of-pocket money, why would anyone stop doing Xzotto? Folks, that's the difference. If you look at the picture overall, last year in America, we had some great organizations out there, great multi-level companies. There was a total of 14 million reps selling multi-level products last year in America, right? They sold $35 billion worth of stuff. You name it, from Avon, Mary Kay, all of them, great companies. They sold $35 billion worth of stuff. Without anyone being reminded to do so, if you think you're going to start Xzotto and wonder if there's anybody you might cross that actually wants to play the lottery, right? 70 billion lottery tickets were sold in North America last year. Nobody told them to do so. They just went on their own and bought them. Yet 14 million people selling $35 billion worth of stuff, 70 billion were sold and nobody sold it to them. That's Xzotto's opportunity. People are going to do this, guys, whether we do it, whether anybody in this room does Xzotto or not, they're going to buy lottery tickets. Agreed?
Yes.
Agreed. All right.